How is it going, guys? Oh, shit. Today we have got the V2 DRL bezels for the GR86 to test out on the car. For those of you that are not aware, let's take a quick look at the V1s that are currently installed on the car, and then we can open up the new ones. So the V1s are obviously a horizontal design to kind of match the bottom portion of the DRL on the headlight. These are clearly aftermarket headlights, the Alpha Rex headlights. We're gonna try and swap these out for the stock headlights, although mine are retrofitted, so it's not completely stock, but it'll be close enough to compare how each of these bezels look with the stock headlights. Now, this one in particular doesn't just function as a DRL, it also functions as a turn signal. A sequential turn signal or a normal blinking turn signal, whichever you choose. And you can change it so the DRL is not white, but also amber, depending on what you like better. Now, when these are off, the lens itself is clear on this prototype, but if we do end up going with this horizontal design, we're gonna smoke out the lens so that it blends in a lot better with the black of the rest of the bezel. Now, take a mental picture of how this looks with the headlights and all, with both of them lit up, because when we toss the V2s on here, they're gonna look completely different, and I'm gonna need your help to decide which ones we actually go with. So before we tear these off, let's take a quick look at the new V2s. So I think I've got the passenger side here. So we'll open these up and then we can talk about what's different on the V2 compared to the V1s that I just showed you guys. What the heck? There we go. All right, look at that. So the biggest difference, obviously, is this is now a vertical DRL strip instead of the horizontal on the V1. The other thing you're gonna notice is that the lens on this is, like I mentioned earlier, smoked out so that it blends in a lot better with the rest of the black bezel. So when the light is off, it doesn't look as jarring and doesn't disrupt the body lines of the car. The other thing you'll notice is the harness on the back here. We made a change to that as well. So one of the things that I realize is that if you're taking your bumper on and off a lot like I do, the way we had the harness set up makes it kind of difficult to unplug the DRL bezels when you go to do so. So instead of just one long harness that connects to the daisy chain plugs here, we made a small plug right after the bezel here that you can unplug, so that if you do need to remove your bumper for whatever reason, you can just unplug it right here instead of unplugging it at the headlight and dealing with a super long harness. A lot easier to deal with. That is definitely going to be something that we're moving forward with. And then, what else? Oh, yes. Speaking of the harness, on the V1, there was an extra harness that extended out of here for the turn signal that I kind of had to modify for these to work the first time. We've gone ahead and changed all that, so everything is integrated into this one plug. You unplug your OEM harness for the headlight, plug this in between the OEM harness and your headlight, and then that is it. 100% plug and play, super easy to install, so you don't have to mess with any splicing or routing any wiring to the fuse box or anything like that. You just plug this in and you are set. Another thing I had changed on the bezel that I almost forgot is the integration of the lighting strip itself. On the horizontal ones here, I didn't like how it just kind of comes to an abrupt end on the outer side there. So on the V2, the top of the LED strip here is blended, kind of curved into this line of the bezel so that it's integrated a lot better. It's a lot more intentional. It doesn't just have a sharp cutoff. So when it's lit up and when it's off, it just looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing. So now let's tear these off and then install these and see how they look. Taking the bumper off this time around is gonna be a little bit more of a chore than the last time when I installed these bezels, because one, I installed the underglow kit, so I have to get that disconnected, and then two, the lip is back on the car, which is bolted to the bumper with a ton of nuts and bolts. So to take these bezels off, I have to uninstall the lip as well. So bear with me. Also, if you didn't already notice, I'm currently crippled. So it's gonna take a little bit more work. To disconnect my underglow, I do have to clip some zip ties that are holding the harnesses in place. I do have an extension on the way that's gonna make it so I can just unplug it and remove the bumper, kind of like the bezels, but for now, we have a little bit more work to do. I think I've got all the stuff from the bumper removed, so we can just pop out the sides and then pull it out. You're going ham on my leg. I've got the DRL bezels disconnected, so those shouldn't be any trouble. We'll just have to kind of fish out the connectors from the opening once we pull the bumper off, and there's enough slack where we shouldn't be tugging on anything anyway. So let's take this bumper off. Okay, I think we have everything off now and zip ties cut, so we can just pull this sucker off. Voila. Now we just need to fish out those connectors for the V1 bezels. Like I said, we are gonna be removing the Alpha Rex headlights. I already did the passenger side, so we're gonna work on the driver's side here, and then we'll get these stock lights reinstalled. Okie dokie. Installing the stock headlights back on the car. I've already got the driver's side installed, so we just need to do the passenger side and then get everything wired up, route the wiring to the battery. The wiring is the worst part of these headlights, so these are currently retrofitted with some RGB DRLs as well as some demon eyes. So there's a lot of wiring for the RGB control modules and all that we will need to find a spot for. Let's get this in here first though. Before we can remove the V1 bezels, we gotta take this front lip off because it's covering the bottom portion of the bezel, so I can't pop the bezels off without taking the lip off. Unfortunately, this lip is held in place with a ton of bolts and nuts. So we gotta take those off first, then remove the lip from the bumper, and then we can work on the actual bezels themselves. All right, old bezels are removed. Got the new bezels here. As mentioned earlier, we don't have to deal with the long harness now. It's just the short harness that we tuck in here. And we'll try and pop all these in without breaking any tabs like we did last time. After a little bit of fiddling around, I've got the bezel installed over on the passenger side here. Pretty happy with the fitment on this side. It's not 100% perfect, but it's on there, it looks decent. The driver's side, on the other hand, is giving me a lot of issues. Can't get it to seat properly, and I broke off the tip of the bezel, so that's not good. The 3D printed material is very rigid and not very forgiving at all. The production model, on the other hand, will be made out of essentially the same material as the OEM bezel, so a lot more forgiving and shouldn't just break off like this. Now, we do have the bezels. This one's good, but the other one's kind of just on there. At least we can get the bumper back on the car and see how it looks all put back together. So let me tidy up the wiring for the headlights, throw the bumper back on, and then we will take a look. I've got the bezels on the bumper as best I can, but before we put the bumper back onto the car, we're gonna install the new harness. So I just have to route this end down towards the bezel area and then install this or connect this to the headlight harness. And we should be good. I've got the harnesses installed on both sides, so I'm just going to connect the bezels here. And now we should be ready to reinstall the bumper. I'm inside the car. Let's run through some functions. I'll drop the e-brake so you can see the startup sequence of the DRLs, kind of a sequential fade-in effect before it becomes solid. This is how the lights are going to look when you're driving around during the day. Now, when you turn your headlights on, they're going to, again, do that startup sequence, and then they are going to be a bit brighter. So there's two brightness settings. During the day, it's a little bit dimmer, and at night, it's more on the brighter side. Now let me hit the hazards, and you'll see these sequential turn signals from top to bottom. Now, if you aren't a fan of the sequential turn signals and you want just normal flashing turn signals, you can actually change that. I'll show you that here in a little bit. So let me turn the lights back off. So again, you can see the dim setting. Now, if you want to turn off the startup sequence and you want it to just come on instantly and you don't want the startup sequence, what you can do is cycle the headlights on and off 3 times. Make sure the car is on, and then you're gonna cycle the headlights on and off 3 times like so. 1, 2, 3. And then you should see the bezels flash yellow to indicate that that change has been made. So now, let's see if when I go to turn the bezels back on, it should just turn on and not have a startup sequence. Now, let's say you want to change the turn signals from the sequential to a normal flashing turn signal. We're going to cycle the headlights 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again, wait for that amber indicator to go off. And now if I hit the hazards, it should just be a normal flashing turn signal versus the sequential turn signal that we had before. Now, there is another option that you can do. So if you don't want white DRLs and you want amber DRLs instead, if you cycle the headlights 7 times, the DRL will change to the amber color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll wait for that, and it should change over to the amber DRLs instead of the white DRL. So you have that option as well. Now, if you've made a bunch of changes and you're kind of confused and you want everything to reset, if you cycle the headlights 9 times, that is going to reset everything to the previous or the default setting. So I'm going to do that now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now everything should reset. So now the startup sequence should be on. It should be a white DRL, and we should have sequential turn signals. And that should be all of the functions. We've got the bezels on there, bumper reinstalled, and I've got to be honest, I am not entirely sure which one I prefer. Off of the car, vertical DRLs hands down, but with them installed on the car, it tells a little bit of a different story. I'm not completely sold on how these vertical bars integrate with the horizontal of the DRL, the stock headlights. I think it can work, I'm just not sold on it yet. And as for the horizontal, I think it matches up better because they're both a horizontal design. One thing's for sure though, we will be going with the smoked lens on the final production model because when the lights are off, the smoked lens looks a ton better, blends in with the rest of the black bezel, looks like there's nothing there. So we'll definitely be doing that on the final production model. I would also like to, if we end up going with the horizontal design, taper the end of it so it's not just a hard cutoff. So do essentially what I did with the top of the vertical bar here and kind of taper it into this curve. So let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. I do very much enjoy the upgrade to the harness in the back, so we can just disconnect it when we're taking the bumper off and putting it back on. It makes it a whole lot easier so you don't have to deal with the large connectors for the headlight. So that's another thing that will definitely be in the final production model, but I'm still deciding between vertical and horizontal. So let me know what you guys prefer in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll I'll see you guys next time.